Good morning, dear hearts. Happy, happy, joy, joy. This is an incredibly happy lesson. It is lesson 100. My part is essential, necessary to God's plan for salvation, forgiveness, freedom, joy. And this is a day of pure happiness. Please subscribe if you have not yet done so. Today's lesson could really be summed up as God wants us to be happy, let's do that. Because that's what we are doing. That's when we understand that God's will for us is perfect happiness, which is from paragraph 2, and we accept it, and we accept that and no other thing, no other thought, then we are truly accepting our part that is necessary in God's plan for salvation. And as we know, only God's plan will ultimately work. Just as God's Son completes his Father, so your part in it completes your Father's plan. Salvation must reverse the mad belief in separate thoughts and separate bodies, which lead separate lives and go their separate ways. Salvation, that freedom, that forgiveness, is really unification and the union of all of us coming together. Communion, come together in union. One function shared by separate minds unites them in one purpose, for each one of them is equally essential to them all. When a group gets together with one thought, one goal, that one thought and goal unites them. Let that one thought and goal today be for the salvation of this world. God's will for you is perfect happiness. Why should you choose to go against his will? The part that he has saved for you to take in working out his plan is giving you that you might be restored to what he wills, that we will remember that God's will and ours are one indeed. This part is essential to his plan as to your happiness. Your joy must be complete to let his plan be understood by those to whom he sends to you. And remember that our travels through time and space here are not at random. And we cannot but be in the right place at the right time. And everyone that we are to meet in this world, in this experience, indeed we will meet. And they are all going to be another part that they contribute to God's plan for salvation. They will see, these ones that come to us, they will see their function in your shining face and hear God calling that to them in your happy laugh. This is why our job here right now, the part that we play is happiness, because as others come to us and see our happiness and see our joy, they're going to go, I want what she's having. You know what movie that's from. That's exactly what it is. When we share our joy, our laughter, our smiling faces, our smiles to others, those are the beautiful pebbles in the pond that go out, that ripple out, that others go, yes, I want happiness as well. I want to be happy. Don't we all want to be happy? You are indeed essential to God's plan. Without your joy, his joy is incomplete. And think Barry Manilow, I can't smile without you. Without your smile, the world cannot be saved. While you are sad, the light that God himself appointed as the means to save the world is dim and lusterless. You are the light of the world, and no one laughs because all laughter can but echo yours. We start this beautiful chain of laughter. And without our laughing, no one else will. Our beautiful laugh goes out and raises up others to their level of joy and beyond. You are indeed essential to God's plan, just as your light increases every light that shines in heaven. So your joy on earth calls to all minds to let their sorrows go and take their place beside you in God's plan. Just let it go. Again, think Frozen. We have a lot of references in here today. God's messengers are joyous, and their joy heals sorrow and despair. We bring joy. Laughter is healing. Laughter can heal all wounds. They are the proof that God wills perfect happiness for all who will accept their Father's gift as theirs. We will not let ourselves be sad today. Lesson 66, my function and my happiness are one. We will not let ourselves be sad today. We know that happiness is part of our function, and we are to take up that banner of happiness and spread it out. Let others see our joy, that they too will join in. If we cannot let ourselves be sad today, if we do, we fail to take the part that is essential to God's plan as well as to our vision. Sadness is the sign that you would play another part instead of what has been assigned to you by God. Sadness is me joining with the ego mind that wants me to be in pain, wants me to be in sorrow and sorrowful, that does not have any interest at all in my happiness. Thus do you fail to show the world how great the happiness he wills for you, and so you do not recognize that it's yours. Today we will attempt to understand joy is our function here. If you are sad, your part is unfulfilled, and all the world is thus deprived of joy along with you. God himself is incomplete without you. God asks you to be happy so the world can see how much he loves his child and wills no sorrow rises to abate, to take away his joy. No fear comes to him to disturb his peace. You are God's messenger today. You bring his happiness to all you look upon. His peace you give to everyone who looks on you and sees his message in your happy face. Smile today. That is, I've been saying smile. This is the perfect day to remember to smile indeed. And as we prepare ourselves for this today in our 5-minute practice periods, by feeling happiness arise in us according to our Father's will and ours, begin the exercise with the thought that today's idea contains my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. Then realize your part is to be happy. Only this is asked of you or anyone who wants to take his place among God's messengers. Here's a lesson we'll come to in about 2 months, a little bit less, that we are among God's messengers, his ministers. Think what this means. You have indeed been wrong in your belief that sacrifice is asked. There is no cost to being happy as far as God sees it. The ego, there's always a cost, and we're never truly happy because it's fleeting. God's happiness is forever, and there's nothing that we need to do in order to achieve it, just to be happy. Now let us try to find that joy. That joy proves to us and all the world that what God's will is for us. It is your function that you find it here and that you find it now. For this you came. Let this one day be the one that we succeed. When we practice today, truly try to succeed in that 5 minutes of going deep within, saying my part is essential to God's plan for salvation, and truly try to find your joy and your happiness there within God's plan, within yourself, where it has been placed. Your happiness has been placed within you at the moment of your creation. Now we get to connect with it. And if we go and we ask for our elder brother to come with us. He says, look deep within you, undismayed by all the little thoughts and foolish goals as you pass by them and ascend, go up to meet the Christ in you. And he will be there. and you can reach him now. And what little thought has power to hold you back? What foolish goal can keep you from success when he who calls to you is God himself? Let's be happy today. He will be there. You are essential to his plan. You are his messenger today, and you must find what he would have you give. Do not forget the idea for today between the hourly practice periods. Say to yourself, if you're not saying my part is essential to God's plan for salvation, say God's will for me is perfect happiness. I claim that now. And it is him. When we ask who is speaking to us today, it is going to be God who answers us. And every time that you tell yourself you are essential to God's plan for the salvation of the world, that's why we are here. We have come to save the world from the deep sorrow that has been placed upon it by the ego. We are here to lift it up into laughter. And remember from lesson 41, you can afford to laugh at fear thoughts, knowing that God goes with you wherever you go. That's it for today. Please like, please share, please smile, please comment, definitely smile, even laugh, and breathe in joy today and release it to everyone you meet. And pray that this idea of perfect happiness and your smile being so important to the world, that comes to you in great number today and great awareness. Namaste.